Hi, Russ here. Hey, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to start at that new theme called Rambling Russ. And, I have two other themes right now, Logging in the Burbs and OTB Thinker. Rambling Russ is going to be more of the potpourri of things that doesn't fit in some of the other themes. Like my dog, she's a yellow lab, 5 years old, and she's intertwined into my shop and into my life around here. And I do some things that are special just because she's here. And I'll show you those things as we go along. Some of them are actually kind of funny. So things like that will have to be put into this theme. So if you're watching one of my themes and don't really like the others, that's fine. This will help you to identify what you want to watch when you tune to my channel. So I think I'll start this off by explaining some of the things about what to expect from the channel itself and how I kind of make my videos. I consider myself a YouTube watcher more than a YouTube maker, video maker. And I can prove that because I actually subscribe to over probably close to 500 subscribers. So, and I usually use that subscriber list, recent activity list that you can get, and I watch as these providers that I like to watch. I kind of watch them as they put them out. I don't watch every video of every subscriber, everybody I'm subscribed to. Some of them I just pass over, of course. But it gives me a good list. And so I think that I'm kind of watching more videos by far than I am taking time to create videos. The way I make my videos is quite simple. I do the video in one take, start to finish. I don't edit. I review it. If I'm happy with it, out it goes and gets published. And so that's the theme I kind of use. Sometimes I have to retake it once or twice. Sometimes I practice it once or twice before I do a take to help me to present it reasonably correct the way I want it. But overall, you get to see all my mistakes and everything. Just like with the Woodwright shop, if you remember him. He kind of did a lot of his stuff that way. So I just think it's a different way of doing it. But for me, it's a simple way of doing it. And I don't think I really want to get into editing my videos at this point. Maybe someday. Also, how I make them as far as the equipment. Again, I have a Microsoft Surface. This is my second generation that I have. It's the Surface 4, and I'm pretty happy with it as a computer in my shop. Nice and small. I can grab it and take it with me. The battery life on it lasts 8 hours. So you get plenty of battery life out of it if you have to leave it unplugged for a while. And I can also shoot it to my widescreen TV to watch something directly on the widescreen from my computer. So it has a lot of advantages. But the camera feature is what I'm using also now. It's simple. It seems to work okay. So the quality may not be what some viewers think is worthy of watching. That's okay. But if you don't mind putting up with the quality of the picture, I don't think it's all that bad. But what I hope the reason you're here is for the content that I provide, not for the quality of the video. So it's up to you, and if you like it, eventually maybe I'll spend money on a camera, but right now, that's really not my purpose. When you look at all the ideas of what goes on with a camera setup, and you get like the flash drive, you forgot to plug the flash drive in, the battery life, the battery went dead, all those types of things. The microphone wasn't working. So you have to retake and retake sometimes and editing out mistakes. With the Microsoft Surface, I do everything right there. It's on my computer. I never run out of battery, and I don't run out of hard drive space. Let me show you how I normally have it set up. So normally I keep you in this cradle right here. And this cradle is, let me turn down just a hair more. And this cradle has this tripod top piece. And I made the cradle for my computer to sit in. And this is my old one. This is just a stage prop. So normally it sets in here. On the back side, it has one USB port on it. And I have a gang plug-in of USB, so I can plug in multiple items in here, my keyboard and my mouse, and a terabyte size, 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte, I don't remember what it is, but it's a big drive that I also plug in so I have extra hard drive space. And this kind of sits in this cradle all the time. And sometimes I do it in the tripod especially when I do special shots on different places, but most of the time my shooting is done with it sitting right here. And this little pad here actually makes it simple. My tripod just drops into the hole that I created into the top, and this is a dog hole that fits into my dog holes on my bench top or anywhere in the shop. I have them all over, and I can set this plate in, put the dog bench dog in, and this thing, I don't have to worry about it falling over, coming out, or anything like that. So it's actually a good way to have my camera and my computer. It's off my tabletop, so it's not taking up any real space, and I can still use it and function with it. I use the cord, like I said, I use the wireless keyboard and mouse, and when they're not in use, I kind of drop them in a drawer so they're out of the way. So it works real well for both at this point, and so that's the way I'm kind of doing it. The last thing I want to talk about real quick here is I wanted to do a shout out and a thank you to a certain video channel out there. His name is Sneelock, and when I first started, I asked him for a little bit of advice because I'd seen his channel, been a subscriber for a couple of years, and he helped me a lot right at the very first, helped me to make the decision if I'm doing okay, at least to be able to do my videos with the Microsoft Surface. And he also helped me, show me how to flag a lot of the things on YouTube so that as a provider of video, I can take advantage of things that I wouldn't have known I could do until he did that. So he was really a big help right at first. And so I wanted to tell you real quick about him and his channel. Now, I'm not going to tell you the name of his channel or anything like that, but I will tell you that he is two things about him that are really that I like. The first one is that he is very congenial and he's very knowledgeable of a lot of different things. And when you watch his videos, he's the kind of guy that you run into and you get to know and you go, oh man, that guy knows a lot of stuff about that. I wish I could pick his brain for some stuff, some good ideas. He is the epitome of that. He's been around. He knows a lot about a lot of different things, and he actually does know about them. His channel, he does a lot of hands-on things of how he does the things, and it's a wide variety of subjects. It could be about woodworking. It could be about gardening. It could be about forging. He does a lot of different things, and it's really kind of interesting how he is set up, and he does all these things. He's entertaining to watch. And the beauty of it is he's already done 800 videos. So you could actually go back, watch all his other videos, and start picking down that brain nonstop if you want to, and get all sorts of information from him. Anyway, I like his channel. He was a big factor in helping me set up so I could start providing videos, and I wanted to say thank you to him and let you know that if you like my videos about the things that I'm going to be showing you, his is a lot like that, but it isn't just woodworking. Mine is mostly about a small wood shop, mostly around woodworking. He has a wide array, so take a quick look at it. If you like it, don't forget, you can subscribe to his channel too. So anyway, I wanted to go over that. I appreciate you stopping by and talking with Ramblin' Russ. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you have any comments, I do read them all. So, don't be afraid to leave one. Don't forget to share. And if you like this video, hopefully you'll like it. So, but you come back. That's most important of all. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.